everyone, Joe here. I have a pretty epic comic haul here, and one was from a auction online from a YouTuber, David Comic Investments, I believe it is. Had his first auction, very impressive. Had a lot of books, and I'll get to those in a little bit. But here are just some. I'm gonna go through these. There's a lot of books here. I went to a convention and picked up some, awesome books for great prices. The stuff that I see, some other YouTubers, finds, and some things you think, that can't be true. You cannot find this for that price. And I had one of those conventions where I found a couple of those. So let me get right to it. Here's just a couple new books. I've been showing some new books with some new characters. This is just a great cover. And this is the first full Jenny Wren, mentioned by name. And she was supposed to be the first, quote unquote, Robin. Then we have Gotham here, Future State Gotham. That is number 9. And that is the origin of the next Joker. Wastelanders Black Widow. A lot of these are not in Mylar yet because there is a shortage. I ordered some Mylar bags, and I was told that I think it was like 4 to 5 weeks or 6 to 7, probably a couple months. I guess they can't get their supply. This is the first Old Lady Black Widow and the first Lizard King. And again, as I mentioned, if you're into new books or even if not, some of these new characters that seem like they may go places, like this one here, first Queen Goblin. I know this was a hot book. Pick them up now at cover price or less, rather than later. So again, that's the first Queen Goblin. Here we have Avengers 53, and this is the first Red Panther. It's a Black Panther in a red suit, and there's my cat. Again, not sure if that's going anywhere, but for cover price, why not? And this is what, a $3.99 cover. I believe actually, you know what? I found this in the store because I didn't know about it. Let's get moving there. So I did pay cover price for that. This one here, this is one of those stories. This is the Hot Black Panther. This one I did put in Mylar. I found my last bag. The first Toshin. Very hot. It was a $30 book when I found it. I walked into the comic shop, I think it was a week or two ago, when I picked up that Avengers. And it was sitting on the rack. And it had a listing under it or a sign under it that said new printing or new cover or something like that. And so I picked it up, and you're always a little leery, like something's got to be wrong here. This can't be this book. This book's going for, $20, $30, $40 on eBay right now. And this shop that I go to, and I don't go to shops because I order online my monthly books, but every now and then, if something hot is coming out, I'll run down to a shop. And there's a shop in my area that I'm not sure they even know eBay exists, because I'll ask about a book and they'll say, oh yeah, a lot of people's been asking about that. I don't know why, when, it's it's the hot book of the day. Anyway, so this was sitting there. I went through it, I was expecting to see, second print or something like that, expecting to find some bends in it or whatever, but it was perfect. It was the book, and it was cover price, which for this book was $4.99. So yeah, I picked it up. I bought some other stuff, and there you go. It can happen. Here are the books I got from the online auction. This is Tales to Astonish number 90, CGC 7.0, and the first Abomination, which I guess is showing up in one of these TV shows and is going to be hot. So this was on my want list. Again, I didn't need it to be graded, but I do like Silver Age books graded just because, not because I trust CGC's grades, but because there's a restoration check, a page count, and all that stuff. Um, so that that does take a little away, a little comfort in buying a more expensive book. And I got this book for under. Okay, you got to go somewhere now. I got this book for under what it was going for on eBay by about maybe $100 or so. But his first auction, he was not charging the sellers a seller's fee. So whoever sold this made more than they would have made on eBay after giving away almost 15% eBay fees. And I got a good deal. I paid less. So, it was a win-win. Overall, David Comic Book Investments did a very good job on the auction. Everything ran fairly smoothly. There's a glitch maybe one day with pages loading. So anyway, it was a good job. I may send some books in for his next auction. But other than that, payment was a little issue with me because it was through PayPal, and they wanted it as friends and family. And I was just not comfortable sending it to, if I type the address wrong or something, I'm sending a lot of money to somebody I don't know. So it would have been better if they were able to send me an invoice of some sort or a request for funds, and then I could pay it. So I ended up paying it with a credit card through PayPal, and I paid the extra, 3%. It was just, I felt better about it that way. So if they could do something with payments, it would be perfect. But anyway, David Comic Book Investments. Check out his website, his YouTube channel, and next time they have an auction, which I think is coming up in April or May, check it out. So I got this book, and then I picked up this book. Again, this book has been on my want list for a long time. And first Emma Frost, and first Kitty Pryde. So 9.2. 9.2 is a weird grade. A lot of times you can get deals at 9.2 because people are looking for either 9.0 or then 9.0 or lower. So I forgot what I paid for both of these, but this was the same thing. I got it for well under what it sells for on eBay, and but not that much under where the seller didn't get a better deal going through this auction than through eBay. So there we go. We got that. Now, two other books. These I picked up on my comic shop. Dakota North. Push that back a little bit. Number 1. And Green Arrow 34. And this has Partial Nudity by Black Canary and Green Arrow. Just a little quirky book, a couple bucks, not much. And then here's another. My comic shop, I love my comic shop. Their prices are normally great. Their grading is beyond excellent. And but I wanted this photo cover, and it's a 1 in 7. And normally they price their 1 in 7s at cover price, or maybe $1 or $2 more, not much. This one they had at $11.99. So I sent them an email saying, can you just check this and see if it was mispriced? Because all of their others, even this week, there was some photo stuff from Dynamite, and they have it at cover price. And they came back and said, nope, that's correct. These sell well. Well, this is like 3 weeks later, and the two books they have are still sitting on their site. And I picked this up on eBay for, I think it was $5 plus $3 postage. So less than their price, and it came in near mint. So that's one little slip up by my comic shop. This year is Venom number 9. First Dylan Brock. Picked this up on eBay. So there's that. I think I got this for like $30, and so a little bit under what it goes for. Now here, my cats are really going crazy. Sorry about that. So here are the books from the convention, and these are all $1 or $2 or $3 books. So first, a guy had a adult comic box for $3 each. So I started going through it and picking stuff out. I found one really great book. So these were $3 each, but then he gave me like $19 off my total order. So it came to like $2.40 each, $2.30 actually, $2.30 each. This is One Fisted Tales. This is a $10 book on eBay. Got it for, again, $2.40. Deathhawk. Not sure what that goes for. Oh, $10. It's a $10 book on eBay. Uncensored Mouse. I don't think this goes for much, maybe $5 or so. And I actually have a copy, but this is one of those where, they had some depictions of Mickey Mouse and they weren't supposed to. So it's not an easy book to find, but at the same time, not hard. And it is bagged. And most of them that I find are bagged. Bambi, #1. This was not even in a bag, and it is, again, a $15 book on eBay. I got to find one of these where it actually signed. That was this. Actually, it's this one. If you look inside, right on top there, this is number 205 of 1,000, and it's actually signed. These two are actual signatures. So not bad for $2.40 to find a limited #1 signed by the creators. And again, these adult books sell on eBay all the time. They always keep their value. There's always a market for them. Here's another #1. It's like a $4 book. Another #1 doll. $10 book on eBay. Leather and Lace. Not sure about that. I don't think that's much. Here's another one. That's a great cover right there. Wild Things. I actually had these. I wasn't sure, but again, I was picking stuff up, so I just threw them in. #2. And these actually, Wild Things. The set, I think that's, whatever, 1, 2, and 3. I got the whole set, and that goes for about $20 on eBay. Melody. $5 book on eBay. Omaha, the Cat Dancer. This is a $20 book. This one, I have two #1s. Whichever is the first. They're both first print, but whichever was the first volume. This one I did pay $15 for from that same seller. Again, this was on my list. With the black cover, it's hard to find in high grade, and I didn't want to risk it on eBay. It's a book I wanted to buy in person, and it's probably fair market value, but it is what it is. It is a near mint, and that's what I wanted. Here's the other Omaha. I think this is the first volume, the $20 book. I'm not sure about the other one. This has been on my list for a long time. Could never find it. See it on eBay, but never wanted to pay a lot for it. And this is Bodyguard #1 from Australian Penthouse, and with an introduction by Todd McFarlane. This book goes for anywhere from $10 to $15 on eBay. Okay, now we're out of the adult books, I believe, and we're into another seller who had a bunch of boxes, and he said that he had not processed them yet, so he didn't know what was in them. Of course, sellers might say that just to get you to look, but me and my friend Tom Ryan, also a YouTuber here, start going through these boxes, and boy, do we find some stuff. So this is Harrow County. I collected this whole series. I read it when it came out. Great series. I believe it is optioned. This is a #1, and now we have another cat. But it is a variant, ECG or 4CG variant. I'd never seen it before. But these books were $2 each. They were so for $2, I'm gonna throw it in there and take my chances. There's one on eBay for $140. So I'm not sure how limited these are. I don't know if anybody would actually pay $140 for it. I know the regular #1 is probably a $20 book at least. But for $2 to find a $140 book, yes, sir, I'll take that. And again, this was a gamble. I figured even if it wasn't worth anything, I had the whole series. It would be a nice addition to the series. So we have that. Silencer I picked up. This is just a #1 DC. I don't think it goes for much right now. But, it's a female of color, DC. Chances are they're going to do something with her. So, pick that up. And Empowered, again, this was another one. I didn't know anything about it. It was a cool cover. I figured I'd pick it up. And I don't think it's worth much, but it is a cool cover. Thor, again, just $2, picking stuff up. And Sleepwalker #2, I have #1, so I figured why not pick up #2. And these are all in great shape. At least near mint, very fine near mint at least. DV8, cool cover. I wasn't sure if I had it. I actually do. It's not worth much. Batman and Robin #1. I thought this was a hot book. I think it's like an $8 book. I'm not even sure why. No Place Like Home. Never heard of it. Looked cool. And again, not worth much, but very nice cover. Teen Titans #1. Couple bucks on that. These weren't the Harrow County and another two this one here. Heroes in Crisis. This has been on my list since it came out. Could never find it. Picked it up for $2, and I believe this is at least a $10 book. This one here, again, I keep saying the same thing. Never heard of it before. I did recognize the artwork, Jeff Lemire, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I buy all of his stuff that comes out now, so I figured, all right, let me pick this up and see. Happens to be a $25 book on eBay. So, I was shocked when I saw that. Sideways, another DC #1. Just taking a gamble on it for a couple bucks. And here's the big winner. This was in with the adult books. I think we're back to those. I saw this. I've been looking for this book for years, and I didn't want to pay $25 when I first started following it, and now it's up to like $75. It could go up to $150. So I saw this, and that's when I started digging and picking up all other books. I picked up a bunch of other Spicy Tales. So got this for $2.40, and it is in pretty good condition. It's got some spine ticks, and I didn't notice it had a little fold in the corner there that I folded back over. That could probably be pressed out. I do have a press here that I could do, and those spine creases might press out, maybe not, but it's at least a very fine, and could probably bring it up. So, yay, that I have not had a convention like this in a long time, finding books like this. So we got that one. We got a couple other Spicy Tales. A lot of them don't go for much individually. As a group, they do. That number 11, as I mentioned, could go for anywhere from $75 to $150. But these are all great covers, and again, for a couple bucks, I'm going to pick them up. I don't have the whole run, but I got a pretty good chunk of it. And there we go. That's my haul. So again, the big winners. We got Spicy Tales and Department H. Heroes in Crisis, and of course the other books. So, of course, that is the hot book, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks for watching. Wow, this ran much longer than I thought, but I appreciate everyone watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.